if you get this placement right, if you understand the placement of the 11th house lord in different signs right, and if you are able to manifest those energies, this is a placement with some of the biggest gains, some of the biggest mass gains that one can get all your wishes and desires come true by truly understanding the placement of the 11th house lord in which sign it is placed in for you. Hello, namaskar and adab to all my friends from your friend astrologer and guide Irfan, once more with you from my very own channel Astro Assurance. In the series that we are doing of different house lords in different signs, one of the very important placement is the placement of the 11th house lord in different signs. And in this, because the 11th house has the Upacha house energies, the ability to help you get your wishes and desires come true, be able to help social causes, and also get you gains, big gains, large societal gains over a period of time. So it's very important for us to be able to connect this 11th house lord to the energies of the sign which it is placed in. We have already done the 11th house lord in different houses, so please be able to connect the 11th house lord placed in different houses with the 11th house lord placed in different signs, and then be able to see and then analyze what together these two placements will give you different results. So let's jump into and see when the 11th house lord gets placed in different sign, what does it mean, what is the manifestation, what are the probabilities it will bring to us. When the 11th house lord goes into the sign of Aries, Aries is the sign of go-getting, being somebody who is very achievement oriented and somebody who is very tactical and has a lot of energy, the killer instinct to be able to go and achieve all the wishes and desires that you want to be able to get. So when the 11th house, the house of your wishes and desires coming true, gets into the sign of Aries, which means this person will leave no stone unturned to be able to achieve what he or she finds as their goals. Some of these goals may not be directly their wish and desires for personal gains, but maybe for societal gains, because the 11th house is the house of society, masses, use social connect and giving back to society by supporting some social cause. So when the 11th house lord goes into the sign of Aries, this person may or may not work for their own causes, own personal gains, own material success, but surely there will be one cause which they are able to align their hearts, their minds to, and try and attain some success or maybe some more success in that area. So this is a strong placements for working in large organizations with a lot of energy, and these people are the generals to be able to achieve large causes for the king, for the sun, for the soul. So both at a materialistic level, when they are working in large organizations or connected to large causes, they will put a lot of their energy and a lot of their soul's energy into trying to achieve something, both for their personal gains, maybe for their wishes and desires to come true, but also for the large societal gains. These people are very energetic, and these people will also be very sociable, very friendly, and if they find some friend is in a spot of bother, these people will also be ones who will also put up their hand saying that I am here to help you, tell me what I can do for you. These are people who will stand by you even in your toughest of circumstances and will help others also to be able to achieve their own wishes and desires. So overall, extremely sociable person, a very likable person with a lot of energy, who has the wherewithal, the energy, the dedication, the focus on not only to be able to achieve their own wishes and desires with all effort, all the energy that they can bring about, but also for friends and also for social causes. That is the placement of the 11th house lord in the sign of Aries. When the 11th house lord goes into the sign of Taurus, Taurus is somebody who is very, very steady but very, very bull-headed, which means this person will, once they focus their energies on something, they will completely dedicate all their energies, all their wherewithal, all the effort in that direction. But these are not the ones who we may rush into challenges, into issues, into what goals they think in a jiffy or without thinking about, without planning. These are people who are very steady, very practical oriented, very logical people, but who are also very materialistic oriented. So this is a good placement when the 11th house lord goes into the sign of Taurus. What it means is that your wish and desire to be able to be more financially secure, to earn a lot of money, to be able to do well in life, and through your effort, through your steadiness, through your focus on a goal over a period of time, achieve all the wishes and desires that you have for yourself at a material end. Now, while they are somebody who may be seen by outsiders as very materialistic, who's chasing their goals to have a good house, to have a good family, to have maybe more money in the bank, but these people are also who don't mind spending their effort, their energy, their dedication, their steadiness, their stability towards large causes, towards large organizations. So you may find these people working in a large organization which is connected to money, or to insurance, or taxation, or finance, or IT also, because Taurus has Venus energies. So a very, very strong placement for getting a lot of your wishes and desires coming true, with dedication to your community, dedicated to the community around you, not only the community or the tribe in which you are born, but also the extended community around your house. So these people will also want to give back and do for the community, for the neighborhood, and will also be very steady in how they can do something for the community, for the society at large. So overall, a placement of good material gains, a person who works very hard in industries which are connected to money or to IT, or in some way connected to Venus, and giving back to society, giving back to those social networks which they believe in. So a placement of being stable, being steady, and with the dedication and the effort, both doing something for themselves as well as for the society, is the placement of the 11th house lord in the sign of Taurus. Now when the 11th house lord goes into the sign of Gemini, what is the Gemini energy? The Gemini energy is the energy of being able to influence, being able to ask people to take a certain action, move people towards a certain action that they want to do. So these people have very strong marketing skills, very strong influencing skills. So when the 11th house lord goes into the sign of Gemini, these people are extremely good communicators. These people also have great influencing abilities. These people can convince others to do a lot of things which they may not have thought that they are able to do. So because they have good marketing skills, convincing skills, influencing skills, these people are the leaders who are using the communication skills or have the ability to motivate. These people may be able to talk to somebody for just a few minutes and then be able to completely create a lot of optimism in their lives, in their mindset, in their outlook. However, sometimes these people can also be confused within themselves because of the duality of the Gemini energy. Someday they may feel this is something I want to do, very, very upbeat, and wanting to do something and wanting to achieve something. However, in some days or within a short span of time, they may also see that their energy may be waning. They also may have started to have doubts, especially if they're working in a large organization for a long period of time and they see that they are not moving ahead, their wishes and desires not coming true, then they may also feel demotivated and want to make a change. However, if they stick to their guns, if they are able to conjure up all the energy, all the motivation, then through their communication skills, through the ability to influence people, through the ability to be able to influence others in a very positive, in a very motivational manner, they will be able to do a lot of good and also be able to get their wishes and desires come true. Somebody who is on the social media, who may be very, very good influencer, somebody who may be on the media, large print media, visual media, and can do very well through that. Somebody who is an artist, somebody who can be a good musician, maybe even a good singer, and through the artistic ability is able to do a lot more for the society, convince the masses through the artistic ability, is also this placement. So overall, an energy connected to the communication skills, their dedication skills, their influencing skills, and through that be able to achieve their wishes and desires and material success, both in an artistic manner for themselves and also for the society, is the placement of the 11th house lord in the sign of Gemini. When the 11th house lord goes into the sign of Cancer, what is the Cancer energies? Somebody who is very motherly, very nourishing, very sensitive, very empathetic, very understanding, but also extremely supportive. So when the 11th house lord goes into the sign of Cancer, this is a person who wants to achieve a lot of their gains and also their achievements through the ability to be able to empathize, to be able to understand, and also create a nourishing positive energy to be able to support others. So usually you will find these people connected to some cause which they feel is something large cause which they will be able to serve better. So usually you will find these people are in some industry which is also very caring, nourishing role, a caring and nourishing industry. For example, if they are working for a company which is into electronics, which makes electronic components, so through that they are able to bring comfort in people's lives because of all the electronic equipment which makes our lives more comfortable, which makes our life very entertaining. Maybe life-saving drugs, maybe life-saving machinery also. So somebody who may be getting connected to all those industries which bring more solace to our lives, being connected to the health industry, to the pharma industry, to hospitals, to clinics, or to large causes, maybe like the PETA, the child relief and youth, the old age home, the climate change. People who may be connected to these also. Plus these can also be the ones who may be connected to the real estate industry, or beautifying the home, doing up products for the home, or something connected to relationships and family. So these people, in some way or the other, whatever they work, they may want to give back to society, and in a caring, nourishing, empathizing manner. When these people talk to you, in their tone, in their communication, you will find the supporting endeavor, you will find the nourishing endeavor, you may find somewhere the motherly affection, the motherly support coming through. So people who are very, very empathetic, who may do very well in the realm of building a lot of assets, and through that be able to fulfill their wishes and desires. If they have wishes and desires for large assets, and if they have very good placements, these people can make a lot of property, can make a lot of vehicles, and can have a lot of material success built over a period of time, as long as their focus is not only on the material gains but also to do something back to society, to give back to society, to nourish society. And that is the placement of the 11th house lord in the sign of Cancer. When the 11th house lord goes into the sign of Leo, Leo is the sign of leadership, accountability, responsibility, dignity, self-respect, but also to be able to shine, to be able to do very well, to take up large causes, to be the king. So when the 11th house lord goes into the sign of Leo, this is a person who is extremely creative, but who is also creative with a sense of responsibility, generosity, being able to help others, being able to help others to come up also. So these people are ones who will not only try to go ahead or get ahead themselves, but also they may be holding hands of their team members, holding hands of family, holding hands of friends also. So they will be somebody who doesn't grow on their own, but they will also be growth oriented for those who they love, they care for, they support, and who they feel for, they have their heart and mind attached to. So these people will be doing a lot of responsible roles, whether they have the designation or not, but they will take responsibility, they will take accountability, maybe even for friends, maybe even for their social network. Somebody asks them for some help in the neighborhood or at work, boss asks them to take up a role because the boss is not available or wants to give them extended responsibilities, this person will not say no. These people are situation leaders. In a situation which is suddenly happening in front of them on the road or in office, they will jump in and they'll say, okay, let me do this, you do this. They will start to give direction, they will try to take control, and they will manage everything very well. These people are very, very good at delegation. They will be able to be delegate tasks very well to people. They are naturally born leaders. They are naturally born leaders in society, in masses. These people, if given the job, if given the designation, if given the role, if given the responsibility to work in large organizations for large causes, even when the task is very difficult, even when the task is very meticulous, even when the task needs a lot of responsible, dedicated effort, these people will not bat an eyelid and will be able to do it with a lot of fervor, with a lot of responsibility. But these people are looking for prestige, they are looking for dignity, they are looking for respect. So many times they will not work below their dignity, they may not work below the sense of self-respect and their pride. If they are given responsibility, and if they are respected, and if they are held accountable but they appreciated and acknowledged. These people can be somebody who will turn around a situation by their sheer effort, by they able to take along people, and with their leadership be able to do much more for themselves in the artistic medium, ability to shine and give back something to society as well. That is the energy when the 11th house lord goes into the sign of Leo. Now when the 11th house lord goes into the sign of Virgo, the Virgo sign is a sign of service, a sign of dedication, hard work, a perfectionist, but also nitpicking attitude, somebody who wants to do a lot of good work and meticulous work, perfect work, and they don't want any loose corners, they don't want anything to be incomplete, and they have an eye for detail. So when the 11th house lord goes into the sign of Virgo, these people are some of the most meticulous hard workers. Somebody, if they are working in the service industry, they will be very, very meticulous. If they are working for the hospitality industry, say for example they are the managers of a hotel, they will be extremely nitpicking, more than even their guests. When they are directing a team, they will come into the hotel room, they will see how the beds have been made, how the bathroom has been cleaned, how the laundry has been done, how the room services. So extremely meticulous people, extremely well planned people. And these people, while they have a caring attitude on one hand, an empathetic heart at one end, but these people are also very logical and very practical. They will say, okay, I understand all the mushiness, I understand all the empathy, I understand all the softer issues of humaneness, of humanity, of friendship, all that I understand, but work comes first. Work needs to be done meticulously. I will not allow somebody to have more leeway, to have more flexibility just because they are a friend or they are related to me. I want you to do your work with a perfectionist attitude, and I will fill in where it is needed. So these people are not the ones who are more directing like the Leo energies. These are the people who are also serving. So these people are more like a servant leader. They will take responsibility, but they don't mind bending their back. Many times you will find them bending their back more, especially if they believe in a cause more than the others also. So a lot of times you may find these people in those services which are support services. For example, banking industry, maybe call centers, maybe working for the health industry, maybe working for clinics, maybe working for the hospitality industry like spas, like resorts. So anything where you need to do something on a day-to-day basis, serve day-to-day basis, take responsibility day-to-day basis, and also somebody who can also stand up for social causes. For example, somebody who is a lawyer and who will fight for the causes of others, somebody who may be a sports person who may fight for his team, fight for his country, fight for his county, and through that be able to dedicate their efforts to a larger cause. These people can be extremely good sports people, extremely strong team sport people also, somebody who believes in the team, who believes in serving, who wants to believe in the larger causes than themselves. So extremely hardworking, extremely meticulous people, extremely nitpicking people also, but having a lot of heart but more mind, and through that being able to leave a legacy, leaving a mark behind, are the people with the 11th house lord in the sign of Virgo. When the 11th house lord goes into the sign of Libra, the Libra sign is the sign of balance, connections, relationships, partnerships. So these people, when the 11th house lord goes into the sign of Libra, these are extremely relationship oriented people. They want to connect with the masses, they want to connect with their extended network, social network, based on the strong connections, based on the shared values also. Even if they don't share their values with people, but if they believe in somebody, even if they don't agree with their values and principles, they will still make a connection. So these people have varied relationships, varied connections with people. If they are in a relationship, you will find that the first relationship may be very different from the second relationship they have, may be very different from the third. But these are not the people who will give up first in the relationship. If they have to give up, they will be the ones who will be at the receiving end for many long months, maybe years before they call it quits. Even then they will want to be more balanced. Somebody who will not criticize others publicly, may criticize somebody on a personal note. Somebody who is also very diplomatic, very tactful, will not unnecessarily rock the boat, rock the relationship, but want to keep the relationship going, wants to keep the connection going, and wants to keep the balance in the relationship. However, sometimes they themselves get imbalanced in the relationship, trying to do too much, trying to contribute too much. Why? Because they believe in the connection, they believe in the partnership, they believe in the relationship. So they, in trying to keep the boat stable, try to keep the relationship stable, many times they will contribute more, do much more, only many years later maybe, to feel that I have given much more in the relationship. And even then, they may not be very vitriolic. If a relationship breaks, if a connection breaks, if a partnership breaks, if a team member doesn't help you, support you, if a spouse doesn't stand by you, if your committed partner doesn't support you, yet these people will not have that negative baggage. They may be having that in the bag, in the heart, but they may not wish anything wrong for the opposite person. So there will still be somebody who's very balanced, may say, yeah, maybe the person did something wrong, but I will also take responsibility, and still want the partnership to be going. And these people are very good with people. They can get lot of tasks done with a lot of accountability and responsibility just through the sheer connections. And because they are so very well connected, they will also know if you reach out to them for help, they themselves are not able to help you in some way, they will find help for you because they are so well connected, they know so many people. And so these people, through their connections, they will be able to do much more large responsibilities at a mass level. So these people, if they are working in a large organization, they will have very strong intra-department connections. Even in an organization which is very large, maybe having 20,000, 30,000 personnel, they will know a lot of people in different departments. Sometimes the department may not even be sitting in their location. So somebody with their sheer energy, sheer dedication to connections, to relationship, wants to keep the boat rock, not allow the boat to rock, and keep the steady relations, and contribute a lot to both the relationship, both to the team, both to the department, and to the organization, and to large causes. And through that be able to bring about more balance in society, more goodness to the society, are the people with the 11th house lord in the sign of Libra. When the 11th house lord goes into the sign of Scorpio, the sign of Scorpio is a very mysterious energy, but a very magnetic energy. And all those things which are deep in the underground, which means which are not being able to extract that information easily, these people, because of their connections, their ability to be able to go deep down, delve deep down, and then be able to extract information, they can do very well all in those industries which are connected to those deeper areas of life, maybe connected to emergencies, maybe connected to taxation, audits, and also to all those virtual things, even make believe like cinema, media, or serials, or be connected to writing, fictional writing, and be connected to all those virtual areas which are either connected to money or connected to artistic endeavors, or helping in emergency services, or extracting information, especially connected to the mysteries of life or underneath material. So these people are ones who may also be able to keep a lot of secrets, not just dig out secrets. Somebody who can be very research oriented, but has the magnetism, and through the sheer magnetism and the ability to attract people and extricate information from deep within, these people are the ones whom people will open up very easily. You will find that if you have somebody who has 11th house lord in the sign of Scorpio, a lot of people will go to these people to talk to them. Many times these people may not be the best of counselors, sometimes they are, but they are very good listeners. They have a very good empathetic ear. So people will go to them, will pour out their hearts to them, find a lot of relief, find this person to be a great friend, great motivating person, great advisor, great counselor. And through these connections, they are able to keep a balance in society. They are also able to keep people happy, keep people motivated, and through this energy, being able to create a lot of positivity in people's life, they are able to do more for society. Somebody who may be doing a lot of thankless effort, sometimes you may not even be able to put a role to them. However, these people can be very good psychologists, psychiatrists. They can be doing very well in the forensics. And these people are also ones who can be very investigative, but they are very intolerant to people who are themselves not able to keep secrets, or those people who are themselves very, very gossiping, or who themselves are not very meticulous in work, because these people are very deep rooted. They will go deep down, extract information, but they will also do deep work, penetrating work, investigative work, but meticulous work. So people who may be able to put you off because of sheer magnetism, sheer attraction that they can build in, and sheer effort to be able to connect with you on a deep end, not at a superficial end, and through that be able to create a lot of positivity and be able to do those tasks which a lot of others may not be able to get deep down. And somebody who can help you on the mind and the soul level are the people who have the 11th house lord in the sign of Scorpio. When the 11th house lord goes into the sign of Sagittarius, this person can be an extremely outgoing person, extremely extrovert person, or will put on an act to be or showcase himself or herself as an extrovert person, because the energy is that of Sagittarius, very fun-hearted, very adventurous, very risk-taking, and an unchained energy. These people don't like to be bounded by some social traditions or this rule or that rule. They are people who are more freebies, which means they have a free mind. They want to be able to connect with people from different strata of society, different cultures. So these people will go out of the way to build connections across geographical boundaries. They will know people across many countries. They will know people across many religions. They will know people across many cultures. And these people themselves may have traveled much further away from their place of birth. So within a country, these people may be very well connected, very well traveled, sometimes outside of their country also. People who may be very dedicated to learning, understanding how society works, understanding the larger challenges of society, understanding how society works, and understanding the different threads which connect people to each other. These people can also be very religious. This religion may not be the textbook religion of a holy book, but these people may be very religious in a certain principle that they are dedicated to. If they believe in humanity, and generally these people are very humane, they will be very religious to the extent of being somebody who is very humane, who may be very, very tolerant. People who are extremely tolerant to very diverse situations, diverse thought processes, diverse cultures, diverse habits of people, and they may find fun in a lot of very unusual things. Somebody may be who may be put off by some very, very unusual things are not these people. These people will find excitement, fun, uniqueness, unusualness in very, very weird situations, weird people also. So that's why these people are able to get along with different kinds of people, and you will be able to find these people hanging around with, or being known to, or being connected to people who you may call, or some other people may call, weird, very, very unusual. And so these people also have a lot of out of the box thinking because of the ability to be able to create rapport. So these people have very large hearts. They will be very, very liberal. They will be able to do much more for others. They are also very, very ambitious, but will not be rooted. And if they don't find something very, very exciting, very fun bringing, learning, when they are learning also, they are growing within an organization, within a certain responsibility given to them. And if they are not learning, and if they are not able to also help others grow, then many times you will not these people bonded to a certain responsibility for long. So people who are very ambitious, very large hearted, very, very outgoing people, at least even if they are introvert, they will put on an act, or at least be open to others. They will not push away people easily, and will be very fun hearted, very risk taking also. Large hearted people, very liberal people are the ones with 11th house lord in the sign of Sagittarius. When the 11th house lord goes into the sign of Capricorn, extremely dedicated people, extremely conservative people also, but yet having the large mind to accept differences. So these people believe in conventions, these people believe in rules and regulations, these people believe in boundaries. They will not push boundaries too much. They want to work within those boundaries. They want to work within the conventions. If they will have to be thinking out of the box, thinking beyond the means, they will also think beyond the means and stretch and pull the strings, yet try to not break the rules. They may stretch the rules a bit, but they will not break it. And so these people are extremely dependable people. Generally in large organizations, people who have large responsibilities are people in the designations of responsibilities, especially in the middle management and to some extent senior management, can be seen with people in the 11th house lord in Capricorn. These people, because they are liberal in the terms of how the task to be done, but within the rules and regulations, so these people will also attract a lot of different people within their teams. And because they may also have different kinds of people, sometimes these guys struggle with different mindsets that people may bring in, different approaches that these people may be able to bring in. However, these people are very good at grooming others, and grooming others to be able to fall into a certain line and work within norms while stretching the boundaries here and there. So because of their dedication, their commitment and loyalty, sometimes these people may find that these people may not be the most appreciated people, the most acknowledged people in the organization. They may work long hours, but these people enjoy slow growth. However, these people seem to enjoy the most stable growth. When they get to a certain designation, when they are working in the organization, these people will be remaining in the organization or in the department or in the industry for long. People are very pragmatic, very ambitious, but very inhibited in how they express their own desires and wishes. But through only their dedication, commitment, hard working ability over a period of time, they are able to fulfill their wishes and desires. Somebody who gives maximum to the society and takes a little bit less from what they have contributed are the people with the 11th house lord in the sign of Capricorn. When the 11th house lord goes into the sign of Aquarius, the Aquarius sign also has the 11th house lord energy. So when the 11th house lord goes into the sign of Aquarius, whichever house it may be going, so these people are ones who will always think big, who will always think liberally. They will always think for large society, and they also want to do big in their lives. They are not okay with small growth, or they are not little ambitious. They have large ambition, both for self and for others as well. And so they will always see themselves, or they will think big, and they will see themselves on the big responsible placement in organization, in society, and taking up a lot of responsibility for some large cause. People who are also very outgoing, who don't think twice if they have to put up a fight, to stand up for a cause, and they have a lot of self-belief. They also have a belief in what they are standing up to. If they don't have a belief in something, they will not fight for it. They will not put so much energy and effort for it. But if they believe in something, they want to fight for it, they want to stand up for it, they may also be able to influence others to come along with them and to be able to walk on the path with them. Extremely intellectual people, extremely individualistic people, but extremely liberal people who are very open-minded, very tolerant, very humane approach, very logical approach to biggest problems in society. And sometimes they can't see why we need to be very wishy-washy about certain things. Why can't we put up a fight and say, for example, for climate change, or for children, or against pollution, something that they believe in, they will be able to stand up for it. In large organization, they will stand up strongly for their department. They must put up strong effort for a team member. But many times, seldom do they seem to be standing up for themselves. So on the personal level, many of their wishes and desires get sacrificed at the altar, or doing more for the family, doing more for the team, doing more for the department, or doing more for the organization. So extremely selfless people, some people who will be giving and be able to contribute the maximum for family, for team, for society, but very less for themselves. But these people are still very happy. They feel they have still achieved a lot. And people usually who may gain a lot but will be extremely humble, extremely grounded people are the ones with the 11th house lord in the sign of Aquarius. When the 11th house lord goes into the sign of Pisces, Pisces has extremely fluid, flexible, but very intuitive energies, very philosophical energies, but also very spiritual energies. So these people, because they are very idealistic, many times these people will also carry that idealism in their work. They will ask questions, why can't things be done in this manner or in that manner? Why do we have to do things wrong? Why do we have to twist things in this manner? Why can't we work for the larger causes of society? So these people are many times very idealistic, and they try to bring that idealism to their family, to the relationships, to society, to the organization that they are working, to the team that they are working for. So many times they may be seen as outliers. They may be seen as very radical people, very different people from the team, from the family, or even with the partner that they are with. So these people sometimes may not be able to get along the best with different kinds of people or all kinds of people. They may be able to get along with few people who they also are able to relate to, and they are the only few people who these people will open up their hearts to. So because they also get a lot of pushback from people, so over a period of time they learn to be more close-mouthed rather than openly talking about idealism and being optimistic and doing more for others. So but yet in their close quarters, people who know them best will know that this person has strong beliefs, has strong optimism, strong philosophical approach to life also, and wants to have an idealistic society, somebody who believes in that society where everybody is happy, everybody is giving, there is less crime, everybody is very honest, everybody is very dedicated, everybody is very loyal. And sometimes because of that they are very inhibited for self, but they are very charitable, very sociable for others, because they have this idealism and they have this optimism. So because of being very optimistic, they sometimes do more for others, thinking I will get my share later on, I will get my appreciation later on, I will get my acknowledgement later on, I will get my support later on, I may get my love and affection later on. And so they keep giving, only to realize much later in life that life is not so fair, we are not living in an idealistic life or in that idealistic world, and my efforts to bring or make this society idealistic have been futile. Yet because of being extremely optimistic, the ever optimist person, they contribute to the end of their life. And even on their deathbed, if somebody is truly smiling while being a little dejected in their lives, but knowing that I have done my share, I have given back most to people, and those people who others will talk most highly of will be the people with the sign of Pisces, in which the 11th house is placed. So friends, now that we have talked about how the 11th house lord in different signs will bring different flavors for people, different denotation, different manifestations, different kinds of results for us. See in which house your 11th house lord is placed, because that will bring in its own flavor, with what conjunction the 11th house lord is placed, in which doshas it is placed, what aspects it is placed in, what dignities it is in, whether it is retrograde or whether it is in a strong yoga, and looking into all of this deeply, and then trying to comprehend what this placement means, and through that being able to manifest the best gains in your life, working over a period of time because of the Upacha energies, and through that you will be able to make much gains in your life, get all your wishes and desires coming true. So understand that energy well, use that energy very well. So friends, like this video, share this video, and if you're looking for a personal consultation from me, please reach out to me at the link given below. Till some other time with some other video, this is your friend astrologer and guide Irfan signing off. Ciao.